Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day 36 of our 3 years machine learning challenge, where we have challenged ourselves to learn the complete machine learning to very basic to very advanced. And so far we have learned the complete Python programming language, and now we have started the Python programming practice for the next 2 year for the next 2 months. Sorry, not 2 years, for the next 2 months. Here you can see that. And for the next 30 days I have created a plan which we will follow. Okay, so I have created these two programs so far. For number one is multiplication table of a number, and number two is factorial of a number. Today we are going to make the third program of this challenge, which is prime number check. Okay, so we all know that what is a prime number, yes, right? If someone don't know what is a prime number, you can just go to ChatGPT and ask that what is a prime number, right? And then you will understand what is a prime number. If a prime number is basically a number that is divisible by only one and itself. Okay, by the number itself. Okay, I don't know why it is again not running, but again you can, let me refresh it. You can uh, so Google it, or you can ChatGPT it, that what is a prime number. So let me tell you that prime number is a number that is only divisible by one, and divisible by the number itself. And a prime number has only two factors, not one factor. Okay, so these are the things we have to keep in mind. And then uh, today's problem is that we have to write a program that will check that a number is prime or not. So let's start the program. Then first of all I have to make the file, which is underscore 3, and then I will say that not factorial but prime number, right? Prime number, and then underscore, or instead of underscore I will just add dot py for Python. Okay, then what we are going to do is that just copy the above lines from here, not just the above but this line also, add once. Okay, come here, paste it here. Today's subject is prime number check, right? Prime number check in Python. All right, and then today's date is 6th September. And yes, this is the subject and the heading lines that we write in every program. So first of all, what we are going to do is pseudocode. If somebody is thinking why I am writing the pseudocode, then this is the reason that we have created a plan for solving Python programming language or any problem. Okay, so how to solve a problem? I have uploaded a specific video on my YouTube channel, which is right now the popular video of my YouTube channel, and everyone is liking it and watching it and subscribing my channel due to this video, due to such video, that video that I have uploaded on how to solve a problem. So you can watch the video and understand why and how we can solve a problem, and why I have created this these processes, why are these processes so important in solving a problem. Okay, so first of all we have to write a pseudocode. Pseudocode is basically the plain language that you use in your daily life, that you understand easily. In that language, any language that you understand easily, write the code. Okay, write the code meaning that write the logic, how you can build that program that you are right now trying. As this time we are trying to make a program that will check that if a number is prime or not. So first of all what we will do is that we will take input from the user, right? Take a number, a number in a number, let's say n. This number is going to be n, any number, right? And then I will say that take a number as an input, an input. Then the second step is that I have to apply a loop on that number, because uh, let's say the user give me n equals to, let's say 5 is a prime number, right? 7 is also a prime number. Let's say we take the 7. So I will check that the 7 is divisible by 1 or not. Of course it is going to be divisible by 1, so I'm not going to check by 1. I will check by 2. Okay, and then it should not be 0. If it is 0, then it is not a prime number, right? Similarly, I will check by 3, I will check it by 4, I will check it by 5, I will check it by 6, and I will check it by 7. Or on 7 it should be 0, not okay, not 0, but 0. It should be 0. Then it is going to be a prime number, and every number is divisible by itself, of course. So it is not going to be 0, but actually it is going to be 1. Of course, 7 divided by 1 is equals to 1, but again it is 0 in these things. Okay, so the remainder is 0 basically. So this is how you have to check these things. So manually I cannot check these things. For this I have to apply a loop. I will apply for loop. Why for loop? For loop because I know that from when to when I have to run the loop. Like I will run the loop from 2, as I have uh, here I have shown you that, right? So from 2 I will run it from for loop from 2 to to n. This is the n number, right? So when I put the n, we know that the for loop, the range function will stop before n, so it will check till the 6. So if till the 6 it is not divisible by any number, then it means that it is divisible by, of course, divisible by itself, so it is a prime number. So I will apply this loop, and then what I will do is that then I will divide it. How I can divide it? Of course, this is the loop, just it will just go from this iteration to this iteration, but I have to check, I have to apply this operation. How I gonna apply this operation is that I will divide this n. It's the remainder should be 0, right? And it is going to be 0. If it is 0, then it is not a prime number. If it is not divided by 0, it is a prime number, divided by any number, because I am not checking it by this, I am checking it by these numbers, so it should not be divisible. So I will say that if this is this, then I will say that print not a prime number. Else if it is not divisible, then I will say that uh, then I will say that print yes, it is a prime number. So this is going to be the main logic, I guess, of our program. So now let's try this program the real in the real Python code. Okay, I will write it here, Python code. So first of all I have take input. Let's say the input is going to be n equals to integer. I will take integer as an input. Integer input, please, not like this, inside this, please enter a number. Okay, I am asking for a number from the user, which I have done here in the first step. Then I will do what I will do is that for loop I will apply. Okay, for I in range, I will run the loop from 2 to n. Okay, then here what I will do is that I will divide this n modulo I. Okay, So this n is basically the 7, and this I is every time from 2 it will start and it will go to the 6. Okay, and then what I will do is that equals to 0. It should be equals to, it should not be equals to 0, but I am writing it equals to 0. Okay, if 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 n modulo I is equals to 0, then do what? Then print that no, it is not a prime number, right? Okay, so I guess this line is not in need of here, but we do not need this line, right? And I guess this is the correct way so far. We are running it correctly. Then what I will do is that let's just write the else line and print that yes, it is a prime number. All right, so now let's run the program and we will see that it is a prime number or not. Okay, yes, 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 it is a prime number. Now let's again run it, and this time I am giving it 4. 4 is not a prime number. Okay, no, it is a prime, but yes, it is a prime number. How? So it is doing, what it is doing is that, okay, let's say if a number is divisible by, of course it is actually doing that the 4 is divisible by 2, so no, it is not a prime number. And then it is divisible by 3, and yes, it is a prime number because it is not divisible by 3. So what should I do is that if it is divisible by any other number, just break it, break it. Okay, run it here again, and 4, of course, no, it is not a prime number. Okay, that's good. Now again run the program, this time 7. Yes, it is a prime number, and yes, 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 yes. Okay, so again what I can do is that instead of running it again and again, I will just break this from the loop. Okay, I will take this line out of the loop. Let's see if it runs correctly. Okay, it is a prime number, so now it is working correctly. I guess I will check for another number. 11 is a prime number, right? So yes, it is also prime number. Now it is working correctly. So what we can do is that just copy our code, our whole code, and go and give it to the chat GPT. Okay, and I will ask it that do not give me code, but give me advice. Okay, let's close it here. So here are some things you can improve. I won't give you code, just advice. Yes, of course. So in your logic, you don't need to check availability up to n. Checking up to square root of n is enough, because if n has a factor larger than n, then square root n, it must also have a smaller one already called. Okay, so edge cases, numbers like, okay, so first of all what we can do is that we can check for this, but I guess right now we do not have that much knowledge. What I can do here is that just 0.5 to the raised to power, and then what should I do then? I guess not here, I should do it. Okay, right now I do not have that much knowledge, but our program is doing perfectly. You don't need have to check the availability up to n. Okay, we will do it if we then we when we will be improving. Okay, it is saying that improve your logic. So right now we have a logic, it is a good thing. We will improve it later. So the number 2 is that edge cases, numbers like 0 and 1 and negative numbers are not prime. Right now your logic will say that 1 is prime, which is wrong. Handle these separately. Okay, so what we can do is that run this, right, the 1, and yes, it is okay. It is not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number because 1 has only one factor, while prime number has two factors, exactly two factors. So what we can do here is that I will say that if n is equals to, not equals to, but if less than or equals to 1, say that, sorry for this, all right, I will say that print uh, negative numbers, negative and okay, negative numbers and 1 is not a prime number. Okay, yes, and then what we will do is that just break it here. I am doing it correctly, right? Why it is saying to me that I am wrong? I am doing something wrong? No, I am doing nothing wrong. It is n is less than equals to 1 prime number and break. Okay, we are actually not doing anything, but it will just print that line, of course. Let's run it. I am giving it 1. Okay, so it is now doing something. What I can do then? I will do then else, and inside this else I will put this. Okay, 1, negative numbers and 1 is not a prime number. Okay, I'm doing it in the one line. We can make two if and else, like if one is equal, if n is equals to 1, I will say that 1 is not a prime number. Then I can make for negative numbers, like for less than 1, that negative numbers are not prime numbers. So I am making it just in by ones, like if someone write here that minus 11, suppose, so it will say that negative numbers and 11 and 1 is not a prime number. Okay, so we have done this also. Now what we can do is that efficiency for even numbers, it means that less than 2, you don't need to loop through all numbers. You can immediately say they are not prime. This saves this saves number this saves time for big inputs. Okay, for even numbers greater than 2, it means that. Okay, this saves times, it will save our time. So what we can do then, it is something else that will increase the efficiency. Right now we just want to know and create our logic. We will then later we will inshallah improve our efficiency, our code, our something that improve our code. But right now we just want to write some code that we just get able to write the code, right? Output clarity, make sure your output prints clearly, show the message without repeating too often. For example, don't print yes multiple time inside the loop. Decide only after checking all factors. So if you want, I can give you a step-by-step thinking process for solving prime numbers without writing full code. Without would you like that? So what I am printing here, no, it is not a prime number, negative number. Okay, I am out here. It does I'm not in need of this. Okay, so I guess our code is completely ready, but what we can do is that I will just improve it a little bit more. That let's say if a number is equals to, not but aleph. Okay, if the n is equals to 2, then it should print that 2 is the only even prime number. Even prime number, I guess, right? I will let's ask it that, is 2 the only prime number? No, 2 is not the even prime number. 2 is a special because there is the only 2 is special because it is the only even prime number. This is what I am asking. All other even numbers too are divisible by 2, so they cannot be prime, but there are infinitely many odd numbers, so 2 is only prime number. Yes, but there are many other prime numbers, all odd except 2. So this is what I am asking. It is saying that a big no. This is okay. So just 2 is a prime number, of course. Okay, then we will do that else. Okay, all right, it is correct. Now let's run it again. If someone put 2, that I will say that 2 is the only even prime number. Okay, clear it. Now what I want to do is that I want to run the loop, which is of course correct thing, that I want this program to run until the user want to use it. So I'll give it a tab and it will be like this. Then ask equals to input that uh, do you want to use or not. Okay, just this question. Then I will say yes or not. Add it here. So yes, like this. And then what we will do is that just ask equals not equals but equals to ask dot lower. And then what I will do is that check if ask is equals to n, then just break the loop. Okay, we will break this loop. But let's say elif ask, this is actually the things we have created in the last two programs also, so it is not that much hard. That yes, then what we will do is that run this, give it a tab, and again then here I will add something else, like else print that please enter a valid number. Okay, so why I am writing this is that now you will understand. If I run it, I will say yes in the capital, not the small, and then again it will asking me please enter a number. Now let's say I am, instead of printing a number, giving a number, I am giving it let's say a name, let's say. Okay, and now run it. Okay, so it is giving me an error uh, instead of running the program and giving me this line. So but it should give me, right? So what we can do is that if this is this break elif ask is equals to this, then okay, actually it is asking me this, right, this line. So I will or add the try here, try this. If this is gonna accept, okay, accept value error, control Z, and then enter it here, print that please please enter a valid number. I will edit here, and here I will say that please enter yes or no. Okay, so what is wrong here? Here we have try this. Okay, sorry, we will just do it here. Okay, so now it will control, it will now not give me error. Yes, now I am giving it something else like this, and it is saying that please enter a valid number. Now here I am, it is again saying me yes or no. This time let's say instead of yes or no I say something else. So it will say that please enter yes or no. Okay, then I will press n and it will come out of the loop. So this is how my code is running. It is running perfectly. I hope so you understood it. And if you have any question about this program, how I have created this program, of course you have seen this program when I was creating it, but you can ask the question if you didn't understand anything. So this that was for today's video, guys. Yeah, hope so you like the video. Make sure to subscribe my channel for the next programs like this. We will inshallah add some more advanced programs to my channel. So see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.